It's actually Ginny who likes Michael, but then Kelly does too.
No, I don't.
I think Kelly is jealous because Michael chose Ginny. Michael is Ravenclaw and Kelly is Ravenclaw, but then Ginny is not.
I know, I'm not actually Ravenclaw.
We'll ignore that. Mic check 1
Novi,
2 4
please,
1 2
this
4
is not a podcast.
I want to take a train from Moscow to
Novi,
Vladivostok.
please, this is
It took
not
me
a
7
podcast.
days. Wait, it's not?
If I went to Hogwarts and I was put into difficult, I would get annoyed at trying to get into the common room because I just get so frustrated not being able to figure it out, and I just like, I don't know, rage quit and leave.
Yeah, I don't want to be here, okay?
It's like, just give me the password for a different common room. I'm good with that. Give me
Or I'll
time to
just
real
go
know
down
that
on the ground and just where the Ravenclaw, the dorms are, or the common room is, shout at the window like, Michael, please open the door from the inside so that,
now.
let me in. Send an owl. Why shout? Man, see, you're the Ravenclaw. You have the brilliant ideas.
Michael's going to be in there already, though. If he's not in there, then we're screwed.
But still send an owl, right? The owl magically finds the person.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
Makes no sense.
that's one of the funny things because people always try to trying to locate Sirius Black, but then nobody in the Ministry of Magic
Follow it.
exactly. Nobody in the Ministry of Magic thought to write a letter to Sirius Black and just follow the owl.
We should just write a new series of books about Michael, the Adventures of Michael. Michael and Duncan.
Michael, his best friend Duncan. So yes, Michael and Duncan, best friends, BFFs. This is the Harry Potter series from the Ravenclaw perspective, where points don't matter. Gryffindor always wins. Dumbledore is a cheater.
And we're just stuck outside the common room.
Yes. Yeah. And people are constantly outside the common room until somebody figures out the password. And then everybody enters.
You know when they take first years up on their first night after they've had the dinner at the Great Hall? What is the prefect or nobody can answer the question to get
that's
in?
very awkward, right? That's very embarrassing for the prefect. He just looks at the first years like, do any of you know this? It's because it's age 11 to age 17. I think the door recognizes the person and asks according to the age group, right? You can't ask like a seventh year level question to a first year and expect them to know.
Does do repeat questions? I mean, does the same one ever come up twice?
I don't know. I'm thinking it from the Muggle point of view. I'm imagining there is a camera that uses face recognition, but if it already does face recognition, it does not need a question.
Because I want to. It can't have a limited amount of questions, can it? Because if you think about it, Hogwarts. When did it start? When did the common room start? Well, nobody knows that, do they?
Yeah, it just says randomly 1,000 years, so it's
990 AD, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
that's like over 1,000 years of questions if the common rooms existed then.
I think the Ravenclaw common room door is the wizardly equivalent of Wikipedia because it just knows everything. Everything's there. It's a big database. All the questions and the latest questions, just go stand in front of it and ask any question. But the thing is, the door asks the questions. You can't ask questions back to the door.
I know. But that's why I said it's got to have some sort of time where the questions are repeated. It can't just keep asking new ones. It's going to run out eventually.
So yeah. So I'm sure there are books in the library written by Ravenclaws who have written down all the questions and the answers so that if there is a repeat, you can just go browse.
That's the kind of information we need, whether these things exist and people did this.
Yeah. So Duncan goes up to the door and he gets a question that he does not know the answer to. So he sends an owl to Michael, who is in the library. And he goes back. He goes into the restricted section, and then he starts. First
to go in there.
Yeah, first he goes to Hagrid's hut. He finds Harry Potter there. He steals his invisibility cloak.
Oh, I just thought you meant he was going to Hagrid to ask him to get permission to sign off, since Hagrid was technically a teacher.
Or he could have. See, you're the Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I'm thinking from the Slytherin perspective right now. I'm just thinking of stealing Harry's coat. But yeah, he could have just asked Hagrid. Yeah, you're right.
That's the easier option, just to go ask. I'm sure Hagrid would sign off on it. Hagrid's decent enough.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know why. So he goes there and then he comes back and then he goes and browses the big, thick 1,000-year-old collection of all the questions. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there is always a repeat question because the memory, the door also gets old, right? It forgets if it ever asked the question before. So yeah, there is always a question repeated. So we have solved it.
Wait, next question. Why is the Ravenclaw door questions in the restricted section?
Man, the other houses, everybody
dangerous?
will start entering the Ravenclaw common room. It's not like a party, right? Okay, maybe there's a section in the library which is like Ravenclaws only or Gryffindors only. If that exists, then where is be like these books are for Ravenclaws only.
But I feel like if they were going to hide, they would put it in the library. They would make it known in the Ravenclaw common room when they actually got in. But then, like, it's the Ravenclaw secret, so it's just one book hidden somewhere that only Ravenclaw's going to know. They don't need a whole section.
It'll be funny if the book is hidden in the Ravenclaw common room.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's better. That's even better.
But that does not work because I need the book, but the book is inside. And I'm on the outside.
In there, so you can send the owl through the window to somebody who's in there, who then can read the note and then go get.
So you send an owl to whoever's inside.
Yep, so you just say go in.
But they can just open the door. They don't need to go through the book.
Yeah, that's actually true as well. Wow, I'm not smart at this.
You just send an owl to whoever's inside, ask them to open the door.
But they might want to know the answer. So
that's first ask them to open the door, then go inside and then do a brainstorming session and figure out the answer. It is a serious situation because think as Ravenclaws, it's bound to happen where there are situations where there's questions that nobody can answer, but you want to go in after all. You need to sleep and stuff. Yeah. So we are just coming up with solutions to how
technically, I'm sure there's a way to override the door. I'm sure, like maybe the headmistress, whoever's in charge of at any time,
like a master password.
Maybe, or yeah, the head of Ravenclaw could do that as well. Just so, like that's going to be very limited to who's going to actually know that. But there has to be something, because if everybody's stuck in there, what if it's some impossible question that literally nobody in the earth of the history of nobody's ever going to get?
Also, it's not like a simple trivia question, right? Door, it's a riddle, exactly. That's so messed up. If there's a riddle that nobody can answer and everybody keeps giving the wrong answer and the door is like, nope, not opening today. And that brings us to the first point, wherein there's a huge queue in front of the Ravenclaw common room because nobody can answer this. Everybody's stuck.
That's what they need. They need somebody. Somebody has to be in that common room at all times. Then nobody is stuck outside like that. There has to be at least one person.
Yeah, one person has to be at all times. Maybe it's Michael.
Could be.
Maybe that was his job.
Yeah, he's not a student anymore. He's just like the resident weirdo. He just sits there.
Yeah, maybe he always stays in, and that's his job. He's the innkeeper.
Wait, okay, new question. This might be a dumb question, but could the Ravenclaw ghost open the door from the inside? So if nobody was
No, I already thought of it, but because no, they can't. They just go through the walls. But I don't know. I don't think I would imagine Ravenclaw ghosts also are very arrogant pricks who would not help the students.
Just figure it out. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. And the grey lady is like, I can't find my diadem. I don't care about your silly things like passwords and stuff.
I haven't been to bed for like 6 days. Let me in.
Oh, the room of requirement is a good place to hide the book.
True.
Yeah. But I'm sure, if the grey lady does not know about it, none of the Ravenclaw students know about it.
Yeah.
That's also there. It's sad. Many students have spent countless of hours in front of the door, waiting for somebody else to come and open it. And Michael and Duncan, they could not stand to see the suffering of Ravenclaw students, and they wrote a book as well. Anyway, we'll continue more on the adventures of Michael and Duncan. So we'll end today's podcast on that note. There was a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, and some pity for the two Ravenclaw boys.
Real, it's the next episode.
So this is the second time we are doing this.
No, it's supposed to be the first.
It is
That is one big pile of shit.
Hello. Hello, it's me. Here's a fun fact. Monogamy is rare in mammals, contrary to popular belief. Approximately only 3 to 5% of mammals are considered monogamous, compared to about 90% of birds who spend all their life with the same partner. Bet you didn't know that. Or maybe you did. I don't know. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, please don't unsubscribe. Okay, tata, bye.